Join me as I brave the great outdoors and camp alone at night to see if it really can be deadly. Camping alone at night, the ultimate adventure for some, but a recipe for disaster for others. I mean, who in their right mind would want to venture out into the wilderness surrounded by darkness with no one to watch their back? Sounds crazy, right? But I've always been fascinated by the idea of pushing my limits, facing my fears, and testing my survival skills. And what better way to do that than by camping alone at night? The thought of it sends shivers down my spine, but also gets my heart racing with excitement. I mean, think about it. No distractions, no crowds, just me, myself, and nature. It's the perfect opportunity to connect with the environment, to listen to my instincts, and to trust my abilities. But I know I'm not the only one who thinks this way. Many of you out there have probably contemplated camping alone at night, but have been held back by fear, uncertainty, or simply because it's not considered safe. I've heard it time and time again, camping alone at night is dangerous. You're gonna get hurt, or worse, killed. But is it really that dangerous? Or are we just letting our fears get the better of us? That's exactly what I want to explore in this video. So, let's dive in and see if camping alone at night is really as deadly as everyone says it is. One of the biggest fears people have about camping alone at night is the risk of wild animal attacks. I mean, who wouldn't be scared of bears, wolves, or snakes lurking in the darkness, waiting to pounce? It's a legitimate concern, but is it a realistic one? What are the actual chances of encountering a wild animal while camping, and what can you do to minimize the risk? Another fear people have is the psychological aspect of camping alone at night. Being alone in the dark can be unsettling, to say the least. Your mind starts to wander, and before you know it, you're conjuring up all sorts of terrifying scenarios. But is this fear rational, or is it just our imagination playing tricks on us? And then there's the fear of getting lost or stranded. I mean, what if you get injured, or your car breaks down, and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere with no phone signal? It's a daunting thought, but are there ways to prepare for such eventualities and reduce the risk of getting stuck? Many people also worry about the lack of medical assistance. What if you get sick or injured and you're miles away from the nearest hospital? It's a valid concern, but are there ways to prepare for medical emergencies while camping alone at night? Some people are also worried about the isolation aspect of camping alone at night. I mean, what if you need help and there's no one around to assist you? It's a lonely thought, but are there ways to stay connected with the outside world even when you're deep in the wilderness? And finally, there's the fear of the unknown. The dark is full of mysteries, and our imagination can run wild with all sorts of terrifying thoughts. But is this fear of the unknown just a product of our imagination, or is there some truth to it? When you're camping alone at night, your senses are on high alert. You're more aware of your surroundings, more attuned to the sounds of nature, and more dependent on your instincts. It's a primal feeling, but also a very empowering one. Of course, there are some real dangers associated with camping alone at night. Weather conditions can be unpredictable, and a sudden storm can catch you off guard. But is this a reason to avoid camping alone at night, or is it just a challenge to be better prepared? Another danger is the risk of fire. I mean, a campfire can be a lifesaver, but it can also be a fire hazard if not managed properly. But are there ways to minimize the risk of fire and still enjoy the benefits of a campfire? And then there's the risk of hypothermia. I mean, the temperature can drop quickly at night, especially in the mountains or in cold climates. But is this a reason to avoid camping alone at night, or is it just a reminder to pack the right gear and dress warmly? When you're camping alone at night, you're more dependent on your skills and your resources. You have to be more self-sufficient, more resourceful, and more adaptable. It's a great way to test your limits and to learn new skills. But despite all the risks, there's something special about camping alone at night. There's a sense of freedom, a sense of adventure, and a sense of accomplishment that's hard to find in other activities. In fact, did you know that the majority of search and rescue operations are for groups, not solo campers? It's a surprising statistic, but it highlights the importance of being prepared and taking the necessary precautions when venturing out into the wilderness. So what can we take away from this? Is camping alone at night really as deadly as everyone says it is? Well, the answer is, it can be, but only if you're not prepared. With the right mindset, the right gear, and the right skills, camping alone at night can be an incredibly rewarding experience. So, if you're thinking of trying solo camping, don't let fear hold you back. Take the necessary precautions, be prepared for the unexpected, and trust your abilities. And, if you're already an experienced solo camper, share your experiences with us in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our other video on safety tips for solo camping. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.